Hello, Laurie. Thank you for your response to my post. I apologize for my voice, but I have almost completely lost my voice over the past week due to some unknown sickness that I've had. It was very good to read your response to my post. There was a few things that I wanted to mention in response to your post. I too was very good at learning through watching a teacher work an example, and then I could easily look at that example and solve another problem very similar to that. And this was usually specifically in mathematics classes. After seeing it worked out, like I said, I could easily solve the problem on my own. However, as I mentioned previously, the learning goals for students today are moving towards a more discover the learning on their own type approach, which means students are having to move away from getting so used to seeing teachers work the example and then them being able to look at the teacher example to do it on their own. I agree with your comment about how this new style of learning does not always suit this new style of learning does not always work in every situation. Some classes, like higher level mathematics classes, may always work better if the students see the teacher working out the problem first before they can do it themselves. So, sometimes it's really difficult for them to discover a concept on their own without seeing an example. So I feel like the worked example effect will always work in some cases regardless of whether or not these new learning goals that schools are moving toward cause the teacher to move away from the worked example. It still may be appropriate in certain situations, no matter what kind of goals the schools are moving toward. I also wanted to mention that knowing our students' diverse learning style will help us to better accommodate them regardless of what kind of style we're used to using, whether it's worked example effect or something different. Knowing their learning style forces us to accommodate them, and so we should always vary our instruction and vary the way that we teach these different concepts regardless of what subject area we're teaching. And so I wanted to quote a book that I've enjoyed reading. It says, "To celebrate that students are unique image bearers of God, students should, on a regular basis, be able to use their own preferred learning styles." And thanks again for your response, and I hope you enjoyed mine. And my resource that I used in this post is the book Walking with God in the Classroom by Harrow Van Brumlin, and it's Purposeful Design Publications in Colorado Springs, and the quote I used was from page 113. Thanks, Laurie.